What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Wow, where's... There it is, all the way at the bottom. Okay, we're coming back to Nightwish. Yes, indeed, Nightwish Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. There's a lot of people on this list. Okay, so I'm only going to name the requesters once. This is it. I'm not going to mention them again at the end like I normally do because there's a lot and I don't want to spend, 10 minutes reading off names. So, real quick, I'm going to do this as fast as I can. This was a request from Eva Varga, Phantom, Flo Q, Insolent Umbrella, Petra, Angry Dwarf, Fabrizio Granarcher, sure, Chris L, Sengo, Michael Buckheim, Bill Attercliffe, Michael Freeman, Johan Hughes, Chris Hood, Michael Belche, Cosmin Tudurianu, Floor Verstraeten, Odze999, Anarcho Moto, Banana, Me Still Me, Joe Lindo, Andy Patmore, Linda N, David David Molina Rollo, where is it? Here we go. Big Lou 11, Maggie Gale, Astretije, Music to See Concert Photography, Jarno Hivonen, Anders Magnuson, Oliver Donder, Ralph Meyer, Andy P, Ma Deuce, Nick R, Nico D, Herrick Kunha, Gabriel Bardak, and I had 2 Silver Tier members request this. Home Gnome is a Silver Tier member, but he did not prioritize this. This was also requested by another Silver Tier member by the name of Patronly Patron. And this was Patronly Patron's prioritized request for the month of November for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Patronly Patron. Hope you enjoy the show. You too, Home Gnome, and everybody else who requested this. Hope you all enjoy the show. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not heard the song before. This is, well, I haven't told you what the song is, have I? They all want to see me react to this song by Nightwish called Yours is an Empty Hope. I'm excited because I've heard a lot of hype about this song. I had to do several polls for which version of this song should I do. I put the poll up. You guys voted very strongly every time for Wembley. So we're going to do the Wembley Arena recording. So there you go. Have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, I've never heard the song before. It does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a chance I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This song, from what I understand, is a song that I can actually relate to. It's a song, from what I've heard in the comments, from what people have told me, this is a song that Tomas wrote in response to dealing with online trolls, which I have some experience with here on the channel. It has happened. I would say like 95% of the comments I get are usually positive. Now there's some of those haters, couple of haters. Yeah, there's a couple of haters out there who don't like what I have to say about their favorite band and they get all butthurt. Sorry, listen, I'm not here to cater to your ego. I'm here to cater to my opinion and my honest thoughts about what I hear and see. And I'm here to cater to those people who can appreciate honesty. So if I say something about your favorite band and you fanboy on me and you get all butthurt just because I didn't give them a 10, which I don't really give anybody, so I don't know why anybody would get upset about that. I actually had somebody get upset. I've had several people actually get upset that I gave, I don't remember the band, but I gave an artist like a 9.3 or a 9.4, and people had the nerve to get upset about that. I was like, really? You should talk to some of these bands who are getting 6s and 7s from me and talk to them, you know, and see how much they would love to get a 9, you know? So, you know, whatever. People are going to be mad about... Listen, if people want to be mad, they're going to be mad. They're going to be upset. They're going to find reasons. Let them. Let them. I would rather focus on the positive. I would rather focus on the good comments. So, to all those haters and trolls out there, this song is for you. Haha. Okay, this was posted by Daz's channel of metal and rock, and the video has 3,271 views. It's not going to get you there. Sorry. No, look, listen. I'm sure the video is great. I'm sure the song is outstanding, but I'm just saying, 3,271 views, it's not going to get you there. I'm sorry, it's just not. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. 002. Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember in the comments, people were telling me it's the second song of the night. So that's the 002. Okay, cool. Yours is an Empty Hope, Nightwish, Vehicle of Spirit, Wembley, 4K upscaled. We know how YouTube is. We'll see if it's actually 4K or not. I don't know. I don't know. I doubt it. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Cool. I think that's it. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Thank you so much, and welcome to this unique Nightwish show here in a sold-out Wembley Arena. Just so you know, we will film this entire show with you here to immortalize this special moment. So let this become a night we shall never forget. Okay!
I like how Floor did that. She pre-framed the crowd. That was really smart. Here's what's happening. Here's what we're doing. Hope you enjoy the show. Let's get started. I like that. I like it when bands do that and they let the crowd know, hey, we're doing this. This is a special night, especially when you're filming or recording for a live album or a live video. Because when you do that, you're letting the crowd know, hey, you may find yourself on film, so you need to be extra loud and you need to be extra crazy. I used to love going to Motorhead shows. Well, I never actually went to a Motorhead show where they were filming or recording. But I would love going to Motorhead shows and listen to Lemmy talk to the crowd. And I have several recordings of them doing live shows, and he would say stuff like that. He was another example. Tonight, we're recording a live album, so you better be extra loud or people will think we're unpopular. You know, he would say things like that. And it was cool, man. It was cool when he would do stuff like that. And same thing here. Floor pre-frames the crowd. Here's what we're doing. It's a special night. We're filming. Be extra loud. Be extra crazy. Let's make this a night to remember. Are you ready? Let's get started. And it's cool. It's because it sets that level of expectation, not just for the crowd, but for the band as well. You know, sometimes the crowd needs that little extra boost, true, but the band sometimes needs to be reminded, hey, we're on stage, it's showtime, we're being filmed, so put your game faces on. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta do that. Anyway, let's keep going here.
This special moment. So let this become a night we shall never forget. Okay!
Great transition. Great riff, too. Same. Chunky. Woo! Look at Tomas go! Ha ha! Don't you tell me that keyboard players can't rock out. Did you see Tomas swinging his head around? That was great. Look at that. Look at that. Actually, you know what? There's so much going on here. I mean, that great orchestral symphonic introduction with those accented hits, Pyro going off with those accents, smart. Visual matching up with the audio, it's always far more impactful. That riff, I think we're, hold on. Boom. I think we're in D. Hold on. Yeah, we're in D. Yep, we're in D. Cool. My favorite key. I'm sorry, but D really is my favorite key. D minor is just, it's got a special place in my heart. But that riff, the chunkiness of that riff, staying within the context of 4 notes, the root, the minor third, the second, and the minor second. I mean, he's not really going outside of those 3 notes at all. It's effective. It's very effective, and it sounds fantastic, deep, dark, but at the same time, intense. So I love that. We're only 42 seconds in, and I'm already going to go back. I'm sorry, but I want to hear all of that again. No, I don't care. Hey, look, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're going to go back. You can play that pig noise all you want. I don't care. Good Lord.
Okay!
Man. Look at Tomas go. Look at Floor go. Crowd interaction. Already, they are doing everything right. Already, within the first minute, I'm getting a little teared up. I'm sorry, I get emotional when I see bands putting out the effort that I come to expect from bands when they perform live. I expect bands to put out this kind of effort. I expect it. Why? Because I do. And because the bands I play with do. So, when these bands that are making, millions of dollars or whatever from tours and whatnot, when they just go out there and stand on stage and stare at their shoes and don't move around, that pisses me off. I'm sorry, it does. But when I see bands like this who go above and beyond, and this is just the second song of the set, and they're already coming out like gangbusters like that, that's awesome. I love seeing that type of devotion and dedication to their craft, to their stage presence, and most importantly, to the crowd, because they're going to give everything they've got for the crowd's entertainment, which they should, because those crowd members are paying top dollar to come and see this, so they better be up there putting on a great show, and they are. That's awesome. The visual, everybody's headbanging. Well, not everybody, but Tomas was back there headbanging. Floor was up there headbanging. Yeah, don't tell me keyboard players can't. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but anybody that tells you keyboard players can't rock out, show them this video. Seriously. Another video. Epica. The keyboard player from Epica with that keyboard on that track. I mean, and he's running around the stage. Don't tell me keyboardists can't rock out. Please. How about, here's one. How about that keyboard player from Liliac? How about him, that little kid who I saw in the music video? Now, granted, it's a music video. I don't know if he could do it live, but in the music video, he was putting his hand up and pumping his fist in the air. Hey, that's stage presence. Why not? You can rock out. He's doing it a little bit there. He's a kid and he's learning. And he's already starting to do it. Imagine what he can do now, probably. But that's my point, is don't tell me keyboard players can't. They can't. Why not? Why not? Tradition? Is that why? Are you one of those traditionalists who are like, keyboard players should stand behind the keyboard and just stand there and play and be stiff and look like a statue while they play, emotionless and blah, 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 blah. BS.
I respectfully disagree.
I'm sorry. I absolutely disagree. you know what the people who are telling you that, here's my theory. Here's my theory. They're probably failed keyboardists who tried to rock out and they couldn't figure it out. So they gave up. They stopped trying. Well, that's failure on your part. But don't you try and tell other keyboard players that they can't do something. How dare you? How dare you? That is beyond disrespectful. Don't ever tell someone they can't do something just because you couldn't do it and you gave up. Here's the thing about that, and I know I'm going on a tirade. I'm sorry, but I'm very passionate about this. This goes back to all the years of me teaching martial arts. I would always tell my students this: you never fail until you give up. You might have non-successes. You might have a bunch of non-successes. You try something, it didn't work. Is that a failure? No, that's a non-success. That is not failure. It just means it didn't work that time. Try again. It didn't work that time, you try again. It didn't work that time, you try again. And you keep trying until you get it. You don't fail. You never fail until you give up. Once you give up, then you failed because you let that obstacle beat you. It doesn't matter if it's learning how to play an instrument, how to throw a turning sidekick. It doesn't matter if it's learning how to ride a bike. It doesn't matter if it's learning computer programming or coding. It doesn't matter if you're learning how to, record video. It doesn't matter if you're, trying to give up an addiction. You're trying to give up smoking. You're trying to give up alcohol. You're trying to give up whatever it is you're trying to give up. And you have those non-successes. You have those setbacks, right? So what? So you have those setbacks. That's not failure. That is a non-success. And as long as you keep trying, really trying, you never fail until you give up. Then you fail. Sorry, I'm passionate about that. Anyway, let's get back to this. Please. No, this is already visually, audially, the groove, the riff is heavy, dark, but seriously, I wouldn't say intimidating, but it's definitely aggressive. I love that aggression. And everybody's doing their part, visually stimulating as well as audioly stimulating, and they're in sync. I love that. They're doing everything right. And I love seeing and hearing that. Let's keep going here. And she can headbang.
Tear me to bits and join the scene of screaming verbal vanity. Jamming the words in beautiful. Your tongue only water under my bridge. You have the world and so blue.
Little interaction there. Here's a question, really quick. I saw this at the beginning too. I remember from Ghost Love Score, Tomas had this facade of those pipes, right? Those pipes like a pipe organ on either side of him to cover his keyboards. It's a good visual thing. Now it looks like we're seeing some sort of a tree or something here. I'm not sure what it is. It looks kind of like a tree. My question is, does he always use a facade when it comes to him playing live on stage? Does he always have one of those false fronts there? And if he does he change it every concert? Does he change it every tour? Does he change it like every 5 years, like some people change their underwear? I don't know. I'd like to know. Does he ever reuse the same facades, or is it always different? Is it always a brand new one? I don't know. Can someone clue me in? It's cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that he's taking that level of showmanship and applying it to his craft. It's awesome. I love that. So I'm just curious for my own personal curiosity.
Your tongue only water under my bridge. You have the world and so blue. I wish you cried the locks in you. Grateful for the pain it proves we're alive. Can you feel it? I can make you want the truth. It's up to you. Yes, is an empty hole. Yes, is an empty hole.
Nice. I I like that. I like the vocal contrast there between Marco and Floor. I dig it. I think I know why I dig it. Floor's coming down to a lower register. A register that I don't think I've ever heard her get down that low before. But she's still singing, open mouth, clean, sounds really good. Marco's taking on more of a grit and growl from the sound of it, which is really cool. But here's the thing, and I've said this before about grit and growl. Whenever you're able to take grit and growl and apply melodic line or counter melodic line or harmonic line or counter harmonic line to the grit and growl and have it in there with the grit and growl, that's always cool. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's easy. It sounds easy in theory, but application in theory are two separate things. It's not always easy to do. So the fact that he's doing it sounds really good, and it blends really well with Floor's clean voice. It sounds really good. I love the contrast there. I think this is the chorus, possibly. It sounds like it would be a chorus with both of them singing together. Kind of an apex point. Let's keep going. It sounded really good, though. Interacting with the crowd. Nice. Woo! Windmilling that hair. You go, girl. Get it, get it, get it. The riff there on the verse, I'm digging it. It's primarily root. You come to the first half of the phrase, and it goes down to the 7 at the very last note, which is cool. And then it goes back up to the root, and then it goes to the 3 to the 5 and back to the root for the second half, which is really cool. Good progression. Really good progression. Simple progression. But like I've always said in the past, simple can be effective when it's done properly and when it's done right. And this was done very properly. Good use of instrumentation, good layering, good tone. Not going to the transitional notes too soon, you know, and staying on them for too long. Like, they stay on that 7 for, I think, a grand total of 2 beats, and that's it. And that's all you need. And remember, it's a transitional note. It's not supposed to be a focal point. It's supposed to be a transition, recognizing and moving from first half of the phrase to the second half of the phrase. And being able, by doing so, defining where the phrase break is. That's how the transitional notes are supposed to work. And they did a great job of it right there. Man, good stuff. And again, simple, but it sounds fantastic. Let's keep going here. 7, 3, 5, Wait! I think I might be wrong.
You what?
Wow, man, freaked out.
I gotta go back. I was like, no! Listen, I don't care. Look, I may be wrong about something. You can play that pick notes all you want. I don't care. Number 1, I want to hear it again. Number 2, the reason I want to hear it again is I think I may have been wrong in my earlier statement. Okay. Gotta really watch carefully here. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I think Marco's actually singing the melodic line and Floor is doing the grit and growl?
Mass hysteria.
I need to see it one more time. Yep. Marco's doing the melodic line and Floor is doing the grit and growl. I was so wrong. My apologies. Okay. All right. I just saw right there, they're both singing. At one point, the melodic line stops. As soon as it stops, I see Marco's head turn away from the mic. But I still hear the grit and growl. And Floor's got the mic right in front of her face. So Floor's doing the grit and growl. And Marco's doing the melodic line. That threw me. Oh, I'm being punked. I'm absolutely being punked right now. You know, like Roddy Piper used to say, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions. Yeah, it's the same thing here. I thought I had it figured out. I thought Floor came down into a low register to do the melodic line, and I thought Marco was doing the grit and growl. That would make sense. That's what I thought was happening. Wrong!
Nope.
Wrong! Nope! Marco's doing the melodic line. And Floor is doing a fantastic job on that grit and growl while adding a counter melodic line to it. Wow. Okay, that threw me off. That threw me off. Okay. Listen, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, and it was proven right here that I was wrong in my initial assumption. So I apologize. I was wrong. Absolutely, and I freely admit I was wrong. Wow. I love the facial expressions. Accent with the pyro. Yep. I like this breakdown. So they came out of the chorus into this instrumental section, like an instrumental interlude. And then after the interlude concluded, it came down to this breakdown. That's cool. I dig that. I dig it. And I'll tell you why I dig it. You didn't just... I feel like if they had gone to this breakdown immediately without that instrumental interlude in between, it would have felt really awkward. It would have felt like, whoa, what happened there? The use of that instrumental interlude being up at the volume it was with the power and the accents, it helped bridge the gap between the chorus and this breakdown. I feel like if they had just gone straight to the breakdown, it would have felt really weird. Like, very sudden and maybe a little overdone. Maybe a little too much of a drop. But having that transitional interlude, smart. Again, Tomas, genius composer. Fantastic. And not just composer, but arranger. Because he arranged that to happen. So, smart move. Something I didn't comment on earlier. I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't comment at some point. Floor's switching between using the mic stand and using your hand between certain parts of the songs. And it seems pretty consistent. Like in the verses, the mic is always on the mic stand. When they go into the chorus, she picks it up and walks on the stage with it. I dig that. I think that's a good contrast, and it helps keep things moving. It helps keep things distinctly different. It helps differentiate between the parts of the song. And as to the stage presence and as to the stage show, which, by the way, is fantastic. I'm seeing a lot of interaction between bandmates and the band and the crowd. Marco's coming out to the front, putting his foot up on the monitors, looking out into the crowd, acknowledging that they're there. Same thing with the guitar player. I know his name is spelled E-M-P-U-U, but I have no idea how to pronounce that yet. I still haven't found out. So, hopefully at some point somebody can help me out with how to pronounce his name. The drummer, that does not look like the same drummer that we saw from Vakken. Is that a different drummer? I know I saw in the comments that they've gone through a couple of drummers in the past, so I don't know if this is one of those times, or maybe he just changed his hair, or one. I don't know, but if someone could fill me in and clue me in, that'd be very much appreciated as well. Let's keep going here. Not look like the same drummer. I like that app. Oh, I think she's about to go into something here. I heard the very beginning of it. I like that atmospheric vocal work that Flora's doing. It fits with what's happening within the context of the band and their instrumentation. And here's the thing. It's not up at the front. Her vocals are actually blending into the background with the rest of what's happening instrumentally, letting more focus happen on what's happening within the keyboard and within the orchestral score, letting that orchestral score kind of carry the song forward and push forward, while her voice is used more as atmospheric, and that's really cool. Great effect. Really great effect. I think we're getting into something here. Let's see. Let's see. Nice, Phil. And back into the opening riff. The amount of intelligence that is shown in the scoring and the arranging and the composing of these songs by Tomas is amazing. It's amazing. It's so intelligent. Always coming back to the beginning. Always coming back to start. Whether it be at the very end of the song, after the solo, after the bridge, whatever the case may be. Always coming around full circle. And that is fantastic. I love it when bands do that. Not many bands do. And that's unfortunate because I love it when that happens. That breakdown. Ooh. That was nice. Coming back out of the breakdown into those accented hits. And I think what I loved most about it is they had that rest. Here, I gotta back up and I gotta show you. No! No! Listen, I don't care. You can play that pig nose all you want. I don't care. I don't care, don't care, don't care. I don't care. Listen, it's my show. We're gonna go back. Deal with it. Right here. They took that break. They had those 3 hits. It's a call and response between Floor and the rest of the band. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, rest. There's that break right there where you break down and you rest for about 2 beats and everything just is out giving everybody a chance to breathe, getting a chance and giving a chance for Floor to draw in the crowd for the next set of hits. Very smart, very strategic. I love it. Break. Oh, 2 on that one. Nice. Nice hits. There she goes again. Nice. Oh, it's over. I thought it was over. I thought they ended the song like that. They had this little pause, and I'm like, oh, that's a great way to end. Nope, we're not done yet. That's great. That's great. All right, let's back it up again. I thought that was it. Nope. Yeah, I can definitely tell that's Marcus singing now. Whoa! Marco getting up there. Marco getting up there. I think this might be a record. I don't think I've ever gone back 4 times in one video, but I'm going to go back. Listen, no, I'm done with you pigs. Okay, look. Play all you want. I don't care. I don't care. I want to go back. I want to hear it again. That was a great ending. Great ending.
Thank you.
Yeah, everything about this performance was outstanding. God, there's so much to talk about. There's a lot to, I don't know if I'm going to get this in 5 minutes. I'm going to try and get this done in 5 minutes, but don't quote me on that. Let me think about it. Let me really get my thoughts together and see if I can condense it down to 5 minutes. Like I said, I'll give it a shot. No promises. I'll see you in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nightwish with Yours is an Empty Hope. This was a request from a lot of people, and I'm not going to name all of them again because it'll take me forever. I am going to mention, too, I'm going to mention Home Gnome for being a Silver Tier member and requesting this song. I'm also got to make sure that I give a big shout-out to Patronly Patron, who made this their prioritized request for the month of November for being a Silver Tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Patronly Patron. Hope you enjoyed the show. You too, Home Gnome, and everybody else that requested this. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. I thought about it. I'm going to do my best to give everything in 5 minutes or less. No promises, though, okay? So I'm going to give you the score. I'm going to give you my reasons for giving the score in hopefully 5 minutes or less. We'll see. Starting with the score, on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't remember the score I gave Darkchester Wonder. I hope this is around the same score because it absolutely deserves this. I'm going to give this a 9.2. 6.2. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. Now, this is where things are going to get complicated. I'm going to try my best here, but no promises. More than likely, I'm going to go over. Okay. I'm going to start with production. Lighting. Fantastic. The overuse of red. And I'm saying overuse because red was the predominant color that they used for the lighting in this song, particularly in the verses, and in the intro and the outro as well. Very nice use of lighting, good color choice for the type and feel of the song. It was very dark, but yet aggressive and driving and powerful. So red's a good choice. Using the blue hue, like in the breakdown section, really nicely done as well. The pyro, I love how they strategically use their pyro to accent. They don't just use pyro for the sake of using pyro. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to see bands who have used pyro, and the pyro just doesn't seem like it belongs. It seems out of place. And I'll ask the band, why'd you use pyro there? And their answer is, oh, we didn't have anywhere else to put it, so we put it there. Great. Well, I mean, at least they have pyro, I guess, but it didn't make any sense, you know, why you put it there. Every time Nightwish uses pyro, there is a reason, there is a purpose behind it, and it accents what's happening within the music, and I love it, especially when it synchronizes with the accent hits, those orchestral hits. Speaking of those orchestral hits, fantastic job on the scoring of this by Tomas. I know they used the London Phil to record the backing track, and it's quality. It's definitely quality. It sounds amazing. If I didn't know any better, I would swear that there was an actual orchestra behind them. It sounds that good. Let's get to the song itself. The songwriting on this, fantastic job. It wasn't overly complicated. It was actually, I think this might be one of the simpler songs. It was definitely simpler than Ghost Love Score, but this might be one of the simpler songs by them that Tomas has written. Having said that, as I've always said, simple can be effective when it's done properly, and arranging is just as important as composition. Knowing where to put hits, knowing where to have the bass and the guitar synchronized and come together as opposed to playing separately, knowing where to have those call and responses, it's all important. And Tomas again delivering with a great arrangement of this song. Nothing in the song overly complicated. They're in D, which I love songs in D, and the riff itself never really got outside of 4 notes. I mean, it really didn't. There were places where they would transition, and they had those phrases where they use transitional notes that went down to the 7 or to the 3 to the 5 to transition between phrases, like in the intro riff. But nothing overly complicated, nothing excessively crazy. Guitar playing in this, I still don't know that guitar player's name. I mean, I know his name. I know how to spell it. E-M-P-U-U. I know how to spell it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And it's getting a little frustrating because I really want to give credit where credit's due and say his name, but at the same time, I don't want to say his name wrong. So there you go. I know the fan base will cue me in. I know you guys are awesome like that, and I know you guys will help me out. Fantastic guitar playing. I mean, being able to transition from more legato notes to more staccato notes within the same riff, and it almost made the riff sound completely different, like a totally different riff. Just because he was able to change his playing style from a legato style to a staccato style, a little more chunky, which is fantastic. Marco's bass playing on this, I could actually hear it. Very, very cool. A little more intricate than people think. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, he's just playing root notes. No, he's not. No, he's not. You should really listen to what he's playing and try to isolate his bass. It's a little more complex than just root notes. I mean, yeah, he does sit on the root a bit. You know, actually, he sits on the root quite a bit, you know, throughout the song, but there's a lot of places where he's playing intricate parts and counter melodies, or he's synchronizing and playing synchronized parts with the guitar player or with the keyboard player. So, gotta give him credit on that. Tomas rocking up behind that keyboard. I am not going to go into another diatribe about that. I already said my piece, but it was really fun to see him rocking out. That was a lot of fun while playing at the same time. The drummer, I'm pretty sure this is a different drummer than what I saw at Wacken. Really nice fills. his showmanship isn't as good as that other drummer. I mean, he was playing everything well, but it looked like he was really focusing on what he was playing. Therefore, it kind of took away from his showmanship. Maybe this was a fairly new show for him. Maybe he hasn't been with the band that long, and that could be the reason why he's so focused on what he's intently playing, rather than being a little more relaxed and laid back like that other drummer was, who was probably with the band longer and is more familiar with the songs. So I take that into account, of course, but still a fine job nonetheless. Let's get to vocals. Let me just start off by saying the chorus. I will be the first to admit when I'm wrong, and I was absolutely wrong in my initial assessment of what was happening with the chorus. I thought Marco was doing the grit and growl and Floor was doing the melodic line. Nope. On the second chorus, I noticed that the melodic line stopped, but the grit and growl didn't stop. And I really quickly looked at the screen. Marco had his head turned away from the mic, but Floor had her mic right in front of her mouth. And I was like, whoa, I was wrong. I've heard people say in the comments, I've read a lot. Listen, I read every single comment. I do. I've seen a lot of comments saying that she is very capable of grit and growl. I hadn't heard it yet. Now I've heard it. And boy, you guys aren't kidding. She can really do grit and growl very well. She can hang with the best of them. She puts a lot of guys to shame. So that was cool, man. I absolutely got punked on that. And that was it. I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being wrong at all, especially in a situation like this where it's even cooler when I was wrong. Marco's vocals on this, very well done, very complimentary to what Floor was doing at all times. Their voices really blend well together, man. They really do. On top of that, at the very end, when he went up in that upper register, up to the 5th, that was really cool. The 5 above the 8, that was really cool to hear him do that. I mean, he soared up there, loud and clear. That was awesome. Floor's vocals on this, again, I mean, look, it's Floor. What do you want? Anything less than amazing and stupendous and marvelous and magnificent? You're not going to get anything less than that from her. She did a fantastic job, as always. Being able to transition, this is what's going to shock some people. I think what impressed me the most, besides the chorus and her grit and growl, what really impressed me the most was that breakdown section, where you went into that ethereal vocal style that she used. And she actually pulled back on her vocals and blended in with the rest of the band to let the orchestral parts push the song forward. She did it in such a way that it wasn't distracting. I mean, it was noticeable if you were watching for it and listening for it. It was noticeable, but it was so cool the way that she did it. It didn't bring attention to herself. She came into the background with it, and she was able to differentiate and have, at times, a little more of a breathy voice, at times a little more of a sweeter voice, and at times a little more of a fuller voice. And again, just showing off her vocal ability and her vocal range. Not from a note standpoint, but a range of talent and ability. Fantastic job overall. Last thing I'm going to say, well, the second to last thing I'm going to say is the live show, the interaction between the band members, the interaction between the band and the crowd. It was all there pretty much through the entire show. It was fun to watch, and it was all pre-framed right at the beginning by Floor getting on the mic, welcoming everybody to the show. This is what we're doing. This is what we expect. This is what you can expect from us. This is going to be a memorable night, and let's have fun. Let's get going. Let's get started. And that was great. I love it when bands do that. It's fun. It sets that level of expectation, not just for the crowd, but for the band as well. Last thing I'm going to say, kind of a PSA. I'm very passionate about this, going back to my days of teaching. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. And if for those of you that are struggling with something, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if you're trying to learn how to make sourdough bread. It doesn't matter if you are trying to learn how to build a car. It doesn't matter if you are learning in computer coding. It doesn't matter if you're trying to quit something, whether it be a bad habit or an addiction, whatever it is. I am dead serious when I say this, and I really hope people take me to heart, or take what I'm about to say to heart when I say this. You're gonna have non-successes. You're going to, okay? Everybody has them. I've had more non-successes than I care to count. But here's the thing. It's a non-success, okay? You all have them. Everybody stumbles. Everybody trips. Everybody has their moments where things didn't go the way they wanted and things didn't go according to plan. You get up, you dust yourself off, and you try again, okay? You do not let this thing beat you. I don't care what it is. There's nothing that can stop you in this life unless you give up. Now, when you give up, when you stop trying to beat it, when you stop trying to conquer it, when you stop trying to accomplish your goal, that's when you fail. And I have a problem with that. I don't like it when people fail. I don't like it when people give up and they quit because it got too hard. Guys, life is a struggle. It is. You're going to have things in life that are thrown at you that are not going to go according to plan. Are you going to give up just because things don't go according to plan? No. You're going to get up, you're going to pick yourself up, and you're going to try again and again and again until you beat it. Okay? Don't let things get you down. Don't let things frustrate you to the point where you give up, because it shouldn't. Because you can do anything you want. There's nothing in this world you can't do as long as you put your mind to it and you have the willpower behind you to back it up. And it's always good to have a support system. Guys, I'm here for you. If you guys ever need an encouraging word, if you guys, are struggling with something and you need to hear someone back you, hit me up in the comments. Talk to me. Hit me up on the Patreon. I don't care where you hit me up. Hit me up. I am here for you guys, like you're here for me. So if anything I could do to help you guys out with encouragement, especially if you're trying to overcome addictions, please call me up on this, or hit me up on the, don't call me, you don't have my phone number, but hit me up on this and talk to me. Let me know what you're dealing with. I'll be there for you guys. I promise. I will back you up any way I possibly can. So don't give up, because you never fail until you give up. So there you go. Anyway, let's get back to the score. 9.2 is an outstanding score. Did this blow my mind? Yeah, it did. There were a lot of things in this that blew my mind, actually. Nothing huge, except the chorus, the vocals in the chorus. That really threw me for a loop. But I really hope this is around the same score that I gave Dark Just a Wonder. I would put these two songs on similar par. I enjoyed them pretty much equally, so I really hope this is close. If it's not exact, it's like maybe 0.1 off, I don't know. But hopefully it's close, because I enjoyed them equally. So, 9.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.